What's up everyone, this is Yasser Lead, and in today's video I have a new team. No, this is not a new team. So, as you guys might know, before I was the guy who popularized Trevenant as a GFisk team, I used to play a different team. I used to play Deoxys defense in the lead with Sableye as safe swap and Azu in the back. And this team was very solid until I started having a problem with Venusaur, because technically Venusaur does well versus everything. But before XL XL Sableye existed, Sableye used to beat Venusaur because it used to win CMP. Now with Sableye being XL, it doesn't win CMP anymore. But Venusaur doesn't exist anymore because now there is Trevenant, which is a very superior grass type, a superior ghost to all of the ghosts, because it's a Pokemon that doesn't get walled by anything. So technically Venusaur doesn't exist, and someone in the comment section in my last video asked how viable my signature team, which is the DD, Sableye, Azu, in the current meta. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try it in my live stream at twitch.tv/YasserElite. If you guys don't know, make sure to check that thing. I will be leaving my Twitch live stream in the description, so make sure to check my live stream. We do lots of fun stuff, lots of meta teams, sometimes it's spicy, sometimes anti-meta, depend on the theme and what we're doing. Yeah, so for most likely, like, DD is a Pokemon that get destroyed by Trevenant. Azu is fine. Yeah, Trevenant will leave the matchup with lots of energy, but Trevenant is not the bulkiest Pokemon, and Sableye just destroyed Trevenant. So you know what, let's just go and watch the battles. Okay, so I was talking with chat about the teams here, and then we decided to go with it. So Nidoqueen is not the easiest, but we do have two answers to Nidoqueen, which is Deoxys defense with the Psycho Boost and Sableye. So I tend to throw at 10, but the thing is, people always catch on 10. So they safe swapped into Umbreon. We have a solid answer to Umbreon, one of the best answers to Umbreon in the meta. Umbreon is the spammiest, the second bulkiest Pokemon after... Oh, technically it's the third, because the bulkiest Pokemon is Chansey, the second bulkiest is XL Bastiodon, the third is Umbreon. And in this matchup, I don't want to leave this matchup without energy, because if I leave without energy, Nidoqueen is just gonna sweep the entire team. So look at this, I don't mind taking an extra charge move as long as I leave with 4 bubbles. They catch on Nidoqueen, this is tough, but we have a hard answer for Nidoqueen, it's called Sableye. So there is no reason for me to shield, or... Sorry. There is no reason for me to shield as long as it's not Earth Power. I shielded the Earth Power. I called it Scrafty in the back. So I was like, if it's Scrafty, we're just gonna easy win, because Azu is loaded. There is no way Scrafty can beat Azu. And DD is healthy enough to beat the Scrafty. So look at this. They shielded the return. I landed a buff. I know that I live a foul play, so there is no reason to shield, and they baited with pop. So I was like, you know what, let's catch a second pop so we can secure the win, and we managed to catch a second pop, the second pop. So now the game is just straightforward. I'm just gonna counter down. I don't need to shield my Deoxys defense because technically Azu is the Pokemon to win this game. And it was a faint simultaneously KO, and we managed to get to that return here and KO the Umbreon. It wasn't the best team to deal with, but Azu swept the 2 darks in the back, and DD was doing enough. Politoed in the lead. DD beat Shadow Politoed in every shield scenario. Even if you bait, even if you nuke, it doesn't matter. But for me, since it's Shadow, they are most likely to shield, but they caught a move on their Sableye. So here I realized that Sableye already took a charge move, so there is no reason for me to go play rough. I can just go straight bubble, Ice Beam. With the bubble damage, I should be able to win swap here. Because as long as I win swap, I should be fine. I know that I can easy tank a return. And now look at this. I'm throwing Ice Beam. They know that they have to call the bait, but I'm just gonna bubble down. There is no reason I don't need to win the swap, because I don't care. And they can't get to a return, because if you know the Sims, you know that they can only get to one big move here. So look at this, we won the swap with a big move as well. Bang. Now we threaten a shield, so technically the move they caught didn't give them any advantage because we managed to grab a shield from a Pokemon that doesn't beat anything in the team right now. Where like the whole thing behind catching a move was to give them an advantage, but this team sends DD just to sweep their entire team, and turns out that they have a Medicham in the back, which does nothing to the Sableye. And if you guys might not know, Sableye is my favorite Pokemon in the entire game. I'm just someone who spams Sableye in every event, any league with Sableye is allowed. I'm just someone who's gonna spam Sableye everywhere. It's my favorite Pokemon in Great League, and probably one of the favorite 5 Pokemons in the entire game. The sad thing, okay, so they managed to catch the second Psycho Boost, which is tough. So now I know that I can kill with 2 play-ups, right? And I know if I shield a Power Whip, I can leave the matchup with more energy. This is one of the games where you need to know the matchups, because technically Lickitung beats Azu, but if Lickitung is not healthy, with full HP, it can't as long as you shield a Power Whip, which we managed to get. Since they are low on health, I don't need to throw an ice player up, so I'm just gonna go straight Ice Beam. I threw an extra bubble that gave me 1 energy, so that wasn't worth it. And look at this, Nidoqueen. You know what? I have Ice Beam. I would like to grab your shields, sir. Since they don't have a shield, this Ice Beam is gonna one-shot if they don't shield it. They have a Scrafty in the back. This is not the worst game, so now I should be able to win this game easily, because look at this. They have to throw a big move, and Sableye, somehow they baited for no reason. I think they were like, they need energy to beat whatever in the back, and they brought in the Nido. I have a hard answer to Nido, which is Sableye, and it's Excel, so technically I can easy tank an Earth Power. And yeah, that's how we win the game. There is nothing that they can do here. This team doesn't rely on winning swap or winning lead or winning swap and lead. Literally, Deoxys defense is the anti-swap strats, because you always have to swap out to clear your debuff. And as you guys can see here, I'm just gonna double Psycho Boost. I'm gonna no shield this, and it was EQ, so I'm throwing this, and technically now I want to catch a Hydro Cannon because I know that they don't have a Sludge, so I can risk catching on my Azu. So we catch a move and we get a bubble. That's the biggest thing we can ask for. Winning a swap, catching a resisted move on Azu that does nothing, and sneaking in a bubble during the charge move. So we managed to get the first Ice Beam. They didn't shield. It's fine. We're getting this Karma low. Let's see. Here comes the Sky Attack. I made a mistake here by not throwing the charge move, because now I should be shielding, but since I have a healthy Sableye and almost a move on my Azu, I don't care whatever they have in the back. As long as I don't lag, I should win this game. I believe they don't shield this move, and we managed to sneak a fast move. 2, okay. Throwing after 2 or 4 or 7. This is how you're supposed to throw your fast moves as a Sableye. But this is that thing. I do live a Hydro Cannon here. So let's see. Yes, we live and we fall down. Since Shadow Claw does damage, Hotshot doesn't do any damage. Almost. Okay, moving into the next battle. Pelipper versus Deoxys defense. DD wins this matchup because one Thunderbolt can KO 3 Pelippers and their trainer as well. No cap. So we throw the Psycho Boost, they shield. Now I just want to catch. And since they throw, I know this is a Hurricane. I know that they can tank a move. And to be honest, I'm just gonna go Ice Beam because I know Ice Beam doesn't KO, because I want to farm this thing down after if I can. And hopefully they go they go Hurricane here so I can farm this thing down after. And we managed to do that. Pelipper is so annoying to deal with. So look at this. Sableye with almost a move. Whenever you see a Pelipper, there is always a G-Fisk in the back. So I needed my Sableye to be with energy lead, which I managed to do. And look at this. I'm swapping to my DD now, and if I shield an EQ, I can farm all the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They swapped to Medichamp. If I were them, I would throw the EQ, to be honest. But they wanted to bank move because they know that their G-Fisk, their Medicham will be aligned versus my Sableye, so they had to bank a move, so they didn't have any choice. This is one of the reasons why Sableye is always good, because everyone has either a Trevenant, G-Fisk, or Medi, or even Reggie, and Sableye can beat all of these. Sableye can beat most of the top 15 on PvP poke, but that's it, doesn't beat anything else. But what can you wish for other than beating those stuff? So this is a funky matchup because I have to land the nuke and I want them to shield the bait as well. So let's see. Okay, so now that there's no reason for me to stay in, I banked a move and swapped out, and that was the best case scenario for me, and I wanted to insta swap. They swapped back with their Azu, with their Sableye, and one player should be enough to KO. So now I have a Sableye with a move, half HP Azu, and a DD with full HP. So there is nothing in the back that can beat all of these stuff. Not even Alolan Ninetale, or even, what's that thing, Shadow Grumble. So this game should be a GG. I think I go DD here and get some farm, or I just go Sableye and kill it as soon as possible. So let's see. Yeah, now we can counter down. They have the Sky Attack here. And the 1 HP Azu, 1 HP Pelipper. I don't like their team, but I know that someone was actually using that team before. Okay, Deoxys defense mirror. What you do here is you always try to get the extra counter. I get denied, okay? Which is not supposed to happen, because if I'm not throwing... Okay, I denied them, so it's kind of a fair now. I still need... So now it's about me landing the Thunderbolt, since I know I'm not gonna sneak. So if I land the Thunderbolt, I'm gonna shield their Thunderbolt. So I snuck in, so I can easily shield the Thunderbolt and have my Deoxys defense with half HP with whatever in the back. So, 2 Psycho Boost. It's Altaria, amazing. We have Azu. Azu just shits on Altaria. There is nothing Altaria can do to Azu. Azu can literally go to 100 energy. And we managed to get a shield, that's amazing. Now Altaria Azu battle. They didn't swap, which means they have no answers, because technically their answer to Azu was their Deoxys defense. They brought in a G-Fisk. I don't mind this catch, to be honest, because now one foul play plus the Shadow Claw damage should be enough to KO this. So I'm not gonna shield, because I know Azu is the Pokemon that is gonna win me the game, not Sableye. So there is no reason to shield the Sableye. And if they bait, that's just them giving me a free game to win. Yep. 2 foul plays, Shadow Claw, no reason to shield. Hopefully they EQ, they didn't EQ. And they swapped out, and he didn't get to the move. It doesn't matter, this Altaria cannot do anything to this Azu. Let's fast forward, Ice Beam. Yo, I think that opponent lost the game after their DD went down. Okay, Nidoquine. So we learned that if we throw at 10, people always catch on their dart, so I'm not gonna throw on 10 this time. Okay, so let's see. Did I do it or no? Okay, so they shielded one, they let one go. I don't care about my DD now, because 1, I live. 2, I can just get some energy with my Sableye. There is no reason to shield. And if they don't save this Nido, my Azu is going to be able to sweep. And here comes the first Dark. So I'm just going to throw the return here. There is no reason to not throw the return. And then I'm 1, 2, 3, then catch. And I managed to catch and get a bubble in. At this point, I am up 2 shields. There is nothing they can do to win this game. Maybe Niantic will have a different plan for this. Let's see. So I threw the player up. The next player up plus the bubble damage should be enough to KO it. So I'm shielding here because... why not? Not because I have to, right? Because I can either let it go and then like just farm it all the way down with Sableye. Look at this game. Thunder Punch doesn't KO. I swap. I farm all the way down. I don't need to shield this. Yeah, and look what happened. They swapped out. Umbreon get a fast move and threw the charge move, and I was like standing still. Like literally there is nothing I could do there. One bubble should be able to KO. Like that game wasn't even close for them, but that lag made it very close. So DD into Jellicent. I stay in. I throw Thunderbolt. I don't try to deny here or throw on denying. I always, because I know that I can get a Thunderbolt and a Psycho Boost, which should be enough to KO the Jellicent. They snuck in a fast move, so no, I don't get to the Psycho Boost. Where if I didn't try to deny, I should be able to get to a Psycho Boost. So that was bad on my end. Bad play by me. See guys, we're not just trying to say that, oh, I play the best. No, it is kind of some misplays I do. And I try to learn from my mistakes. You know, if you guys know, watch Kevin Saldares, learn from your mistake, read the opponent, and always predict the third. You might be arguing that he doesn't do that, but he doesn't have to, as long as he can lecture us, right? Okay. Now, I believe they will try to catch, but they didn't catch, and they have a Scrafty in the back without any shield, but says XL Azumarill. There is no way, nothing they can do to win this game, so it's just fast forward it. Scrafty is my favorite game or Pokemon in the game, and I just don't want to see Scrafty getting played off. Okay, they managed to do that, and they're like, they lagged. It doesn't matter. They cannot win this game, basically. Like my Sableye is loaded. You know, GG. Moving into the next game. I think this is the last one. DD Mir. Again, I try to sneak on the first one, and I don't throw because I don't want them to sneak on my charge move, but I want to sneak on their charge move because I want to guarantee whether like I do sneak or no. My Deoxys defense is rank 10 from raid, so I believe like IV on Deoxys is important a lot. You need a good IV from raid because you can't get a traded Deoxys defense. So if you can manage to get a solid IV DD, that's actually huge because there is so many matchups. Not so many, let's be real. There is the A9 matchup, and there is the Talonflame matchup where like you can win it down a shield if you don't have Rock Slide with Thunderbolt Psycho Boost. Okay, it's Walrein in the back. So I don't need to do anything fancy here. So I'm just gonna, I'm going to try to catch. They didn't throw, which is a smart play by them. So here comes the first player off. I died to 2 EQs. And now I tried to catch again for no reason. I believe this catch lost me the game because I get to the move before them, and I know that they are one fast move away from the EQ. I should be throwing the Ice Beam. Ice Beam still doesn't KO, but I should be throwing it because there is no way I get to the charge move. I believe that was a 9-1 set. I went 14-1 with this team, and you know, like I only put 10 battles in every video. And I believe this is the end of the battles. Yes, it's the end of the battles. Thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you like it, make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you have any question about this team specifically, make sure to leave in the comment section below because I think I know every matchup in the Great League with this team. If you want to see me live playing this team, make sure to join my live stream at twitch.tv. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Peace.